What's good? It's your boy Shay coming back at you with another LNC NBA playoff update. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, select all, so that way you don't miss out on a single NBA playoff update. Breaking news coming out of the NBA Finals in Denver, Colorado right now, where the Denver Nuggets are currently up 1-0 against the Miami Heat.
Denver's 9-0 at home in the playoffs. They take game one.
2 free throws. Hey, Max Strus, you showed us last night why the Celtics actually waived you, bro. But we'll get to that here shortly. Adam Silver is going to suspend Ja Morant after the NBA Finals. This is some crazy news going on right now. As you know, Ja Morant is currently suspended indefinitely by the Memphis Grizzlies as they await to hear what the NBA says after their investigation. But before I give all my feelings on the matter, let's see what Adam Silver has to say himself.
Adam, there's another investigation involving Ja Morant, and
all that stuff, pretty much false.
can you update us on where you are on the timeline, when you expect it to end? And since there seems to be not a lot of precedent for this situation, how do you assess what kind of punishment to deliver, if indeed there is a punishment here?
So in assessing what discipline is appropriate, if that's the case, we look at both the history of prior acts, but then we look at the individual player's history as well. And so and the seriousness, of course, of the conduct. So those are all things that get factored. It's not an exact science. It comes down to judgment at the end of the day on the part of me and my colleagues in the league office. In terms of the timing, we've uncovered a fair amount of additional information. I think since I was still asked about the situation, I would say we probably could have brought it to a head now, but we made the decision, and I believe the Players Association agrees with us, that it would be unfair to these players and these teams in the middle of this series to announce the results of that investigation. And given that we're, of course, in the off season, he has now been suspended by the Memphis Grizzlies indefinitely, and so nothing would have changed anyway in the next few weeks. It seemed better to park that at the moment, at least any public announcement. And my sense now is that shortly after the conclusion of the finals, we will announce the outcome of that investigation.
Oh man, Adam Silver is not playing, bro. He said there's more information that's been uncovered, which means that Ja didn't give that to them. The NBA found this out on their own, whatever that may or may not be. That does not sound good. And they also said prior acts will be taken into consideration.
The setup there is Ja Morant looking.
With this next go round. And the fact that they're waiting until after the finals makes me feel like it's going to be the biggest story in the league. And it's going to be because of how many games they're probably going to suspend Ja Morant, in my opinion. Now, can Ja Morant get from up under this? I mean, possibly, but it does not look good. And I do want to commend the NBA for not suspending him right now during the NBA Finals. Let the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat play their series, and then we have all summer to deal with that. He's already currently suspended, so it is what it is. Let's hear more from Silver.
Going back to Ja for a second, when you look at the totality of everything that's transpired, the investigations, the gun incidents, when you look back at that first initial suspension, is there a thought that you might have taken it too light on him from that standpoint, given everything that's happened? Could you have sent a stronger message to maybe be a deterrent to where you are now?
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
I've thought about that, and Joe Dumars, who was here, was in the room with me when we met with Ja, and he's known Ja longer than I have. It's, for me at the time, an 8-game suspension seemed very serious, and the conversation we had, and Tamika Tremalio from the Players Association was there as well, felt heartfelt and serious, but I think he understood that it wasn't about his words, it was going to be about his future conduct. So I guess in hindsight, I don't know, if it had been a 12-game suspension instead of an 8-game suspension, would that have mattered? I don't know. I know that it seemed, at least, based on precedent, and there is, he's represented, and we want to be fair in terms of the league, and it seemed appropriate at the time. That's all I can say. I mean, maybe by definition, to the extent, we've all seen the video that it appears he's done it again. I guess you could say maybe not, but I don't think we yet know what it will take to change his behavior. The same thing I said at the time. He seems to be, a fine young man. I mean, I in terms of my dealings with him, I think he's clearly made some mistakes, but he's young, and I'm hoping now, once we conclude at the end of our process what the appropriate discipline is, that it's not just about the discipline. It's about now what we, the Players Association, his team, and he and the people around him are going to do to create better circumstances going forward. I think that's ultimately what's most important here.
Well, Ja Morant, you have found yourself in a pickle, buddy, because I gotta be honest with you, dude. Adam Silver's not playing. He's getting ready, bro. He's getting ready to hit him with the band hammer, bro. Adam Silver's getting ready to hit this kid, bro. He's getting ready to do him like DeAndre Jordan did Brandon Knight, bro.
The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
This is not getting ready to be a game. Joe Dumars is okay with it. I can already hear it because you can hear how Adam Silver brings up Joe Dumars. Like, basically, like, hey, Joe Dumars known the kid. I know Ja, but Joe Dumars know him more, which made it sound like Joe Dumars was vouching for Ja this first go-round when they only gave him 8 games. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say they should have gave him 8 to 12. 8 to 12 wouldn't have been the difference. The difference in it would have been if you would have made him actually serve them 8 games. He really only served 2 games after having like the time served, and he was gone doing, what were you doing, Ja?
I was constantly, talking to therapists. I've been doing, Reiki treatment. I've been doing anxiety breathing, different stuff to, help me manage that and, release, all that stuff from my body.
So if they would have had him actually, serve them whole 8 games, maybe it would have played out different. But like he said, he felt like he told the kid that his words were one thing, but his actions were going to decide everything. And he's already using the language of talking about how he hope he grows from this, whatever the punishment may be or whatever. Oh, man, this is insane. Ja Morant, I'm telling you, he's probably getting at least 50 games. I actually know Ron Artest, and I gotta be honest with you, we didn't think when the thing happened in Detroit.
Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench.
We didn't think that he was getting 70-something games. He did. Granted, this is, maybe you can say that one serious situation is more serious than the other, and different commissioner and all of this. Right. And everybody was wondering why Adam Silver didn't take more of a David Stern approach to this. And now I think he might. Ja Morant is currently suspended, and his Chat GPT statement ain't working.
Skip, I don't know if you've ever heard of Chat GPT.
I do know what it is.
But they've explaining it to me. You can say, write me a love letter to Ernestine.
Yeah.
And guess what, Skip? Skip, you did this.
What do you think? Do you think that Ja Morant should get 50 games or a whole season? Get in the comments right now. Do you think that Adam Silver is going to suspend Ja Morant for more than 50 games?
Barely.
Yes to 50, no to 50. If it's yes to 50, it could be over 50 as well. So we'll let you know. We'll keep an eye on this. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets again. Joker on a crazy night last night.
4 to shoot. Jokic falling away, puts it in.
Shout out to the Denver Nuggets on taking game 1. They've done nothing yet. Game 2 on the way. And the Miami Heat, are y'all satisfied with just being East champions? I guess we'll see. Hit us up right here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, select all so that way you don't miss out on a single LNC sports update. God is great. Peace.
Do you expect Ja to be available at the beginning of next season?
I'm not going to answer that yet. I think let's wait and see what the conclusion is of our investigation.
I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent. And Mama, I love you. P.O.P. All the time. Right, these all good pimp squad, baby, for life.